Just waiting for everyone to come on.
Okay.
Hi everyone. I'm just sorting my page out and what's going on here? One sec. Right. You There we go. Okay. Oh, we've got a lot of you guys today. Amazing. Meeting room. We got B. Good evening, everyone. Make sure you're all muted. Remember, you can well, most of you I can't see. I'm gonna say you can all put your videos block you out, but you've all done it already, so no problem. I will just look at myself. Right. Okay. Let's do like this. Okay. Right. Bye. Oh, awesome, guys. Thank you for joining. Can everyone hear me? If someone can maybe unmute or just write in the little chat, just so I know that you guys can hear me, please. You can hear. Perfect. Thank you. Awesome, ladies. Okay. One second. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Yeah. Right. Share. Okay, cool. Okay, ladies, let me get started. Um, Thank you so much for joining, and I hope you've had a nice day. As Michelle and a couple of us have spoken about, the trading this week and last week have just been all over the place. So honestly, just take time out and just imagine this is your full-time job, and you've just decided, whilst it's choppy charts, that you just want to take a break, take a day or 2 days off. Okay, see it like that rather than seeing as, what if I'm missing out? I need to trade today because I haven't traded the last 3 days or something like that. Just completely forget about it. It's your day off and own that day off, okay? And anyway, so today I want to talk about self-love mindset, okay? It's been an ongoing thing now for the last few years on social media. A lot of people are talking about more well-being, more mindful stuff. And the reason why you just mute yourself, ladies, okay? Thank you. Oh, I can do it actually. Oh, didn't realize I could do it. Okay, so as you know, on social media, a lot of people are talking about self-love at the moment, mindfulness, meditation, manifestation, and I have to say it's extremely important to build self-love for trading. And there's a reason why, and it applies to everything in our life. Okay, so it's not just with trading, but we are gonna kind of dip in and out of how it affects and how it benefits us as traders in the long run, and also just us within ourselves. Okay. Self-love. What is self-love? If you've ever asked yourself this question, if you know it already, self-love literally is just prioritizing you, prioritizing your well-being, making yourself feel good, telling yourself that you love yourself, giving yourself positive affirmations, treating yourself to, you're getting your nails done, having massages, anything that's catered to treating you as you would treat other people is self-love, okay? And self-love is important that it is a priority, that it's not something that lingers in the background, that it isn't that you forget about it. Um, Self-love should be imprinted, it should be a blueprint of who you are day to day. You should wake up and feel the self-love connecting. Okay. And there's two elements to this. So there's the element of feeling that you love yourself, but there's also the element of just taking care of your well-being. Okay. So taking care of you as you would to other people, as you would to your kids, your husbands, your wives, friends, family. It's so important that it is part of your lifestyle and it's not a chore. It's not something that you schedule, that you write down, that has to be listed, that it is just a natural element in your life. Okay. And unfortunately, we aren't really taught about self-love. We're not taught how to cater to us. We're not taught how to prioritize us. It is something that kind of we find as we explore ourselves, as we develop in our careers, as we develop as human beings, as we develop, in the gym, etc. Um, and it's important to set those boundaries for yourself. Okay. I know a lot of us tend to kind of, be tired after spending a day looking after our kids, our house, etc., work. And we get to the end of the day and we just can't be bothered to do anything. We scroll on our phones, we eat junk food, we drink alcohol, and we go to bed late. And then we wake up feeling like shit, basically. Okay. And that is a pattern that a lot of people tend to get into and not know how to come out of it because it's constant excuses, constant, but I had to do this, I had to look after that person, I had to work extra hours, blah, 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 blah. We understand that life gets in the way, that it affects us, but if you set a strong, healthy foundation to making sure that, for example, the things that I add on the checklist, Jade, sorry, I'm just muting you there. When I add you got, sorry, when I write in the morning sometimes the checklist, have you drank enough water? Have you said any positive affirmations to yourself? When I write these things, I'm not just writing them. I am trying to give you guys a new way of thinking, a new way of benefiting your mornings. So then the days can run better than usual. Okay. Drinking water is essential. Having enough sleep is essential. Giving yourself praise for the hard work that you did the day before is essential. Giving yourself self-love and honoring yourself as a priority is essential. And the more that you practice this, the more that you exercise self-love within that mindset, the better you are going to become at handling and managing your day-to-day life. Okay, remember, as I said, we're not taught to do it this way. We're taught to engage for other people, for everything in our external, for us to chase money, for us to chase that work, for us to want things from the outside and forget what's going on in here. Now, what I'm doing for you guys is making sure that we reverse that we are considering and thinking and prioritizing our self-being first. So then everything else can align with you. Okay, this is how energy works. If you are high energy and everything else that you want is high energy, you magnetize. If you are low energy and everything else is high energy, you can't magnetize. It doesn't work. It does not work. Okay? If you're high energy and other things are low energy, you're not going to magnetize the low energy. You're only going to magnetize what you are vibing off. All right. Hope that makes sense for you guys. So how does self-love help trading? It's very, very simple. Basically, everything I've just said already. Yeah. So if you are going to be feeling hydrated, your trades are going to do well. If you are going to be sleeping better, eating better, prioritizing your mornings to make you feel as fueled as possible, your way of trading is going to be better. Even if you take losses, your clarity will be there, your understanding, your skill sets, your patience, your motivation, everything will fall in line so long as you are priority. Okay. And I understand that quite a few of us have the school runs, that we've got work that starts really early, or that we do night shifts. This is why it's important that you take as much information as possible, absorb it, but then apply it to how it's going to work for you. All right. Everyone has a unique way of life, and that is just as important as everyone else. Okay. Right. So I'm going to share my screen quickly. I want you guys just to have a look at something here. 1 second. Entire screen. Where are we? Can you guys see the screen? Say yes. See the screen?
Yeah, it's all there.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Okay. So what I want you guys to do for the next moments that we're going to be here, is I want you just to have a think about some of the questions I'm going to ask you, or some of the statements that I'm going to provide. And what I'll do as well is I'll place this in the actual mindset coaching section. So if your mind is not just, it doesn't want to really engage at the moment in this exercise, that's fine. You can always revisit it when I place it in the mindset section, okay? And basically, all I want to do is exercise your brain and get you to start thinking about you. Yeah. Just before I start, a lot of people, or it's deemed to seem that prioritizing yourself and self love is a very selfish thing, and it absolutely isn't. Okay. We have been taught things completely upside down. Our world only functions at a high level if you are of that high state. Okay. And if you aren't of that high state, you're going to attract anything else that is of whatever energy that you are oozing out of you. Yeah, so really, really get yourself gripped on this, what I'm saying now, because sometimes if you prioritize everything else and forget about yourself, to then change that, it's very difficult. It can be quite challenging, but small steps, and because we are here as a community all trying to engage in the same thing and get better, it's going to be easier for you to start these new habits because we're all doing it together, we're all supporting each other, and there's a bigger reason here. It's not just self-development, it's trading development, okay? And self love is basically your foundation of this. So, answering yes or no to the following questions. I give myself a minimum of 5 minutes and up to an hour when I wake up to do anything self care related. So, do you guys give yourself that? Do you give yourself time to breathe, time to read, time to journal? Do you go out for a walk? What do you do in the morning that initiates self care to start your day? Number two, I drink the right amount of water that my body needs daily. Do you guys know how much water that you need? If you go online, it says 2 liters. That's a lot of crap. Everyone has a specific body type, everyone has a different body mass. We all require different water amounts, okay? You can easily find on Google a water calculator. You place in, I believe, your height, your weight, your body mass, and then it will calculate roughly how much water you should be drinking. Okay, if anyone needs any help with that, let me know. I am massive on water and getting people on that because I promise you, your mind works so different when you've got the right amount of water in your system, and you don't know it until you get to that stage. So if anyone needs any info on that, please come to me for it, okay? Number three, I eat and drink to provide fuel for my body. So do you eat because you're hungry? Or do you wake up and think, right, my engine needs to feel like this and this and this and this today. So I'm going to eat specific foods to provide that fuel. Is it like you're hungry or is it for fuel? Number four, I sleep enough hours a day to feel my best. Number five, I engage in any conversations and social environment only when I want to. Have you guys ever been to an event and you are stuck in a group of people or in a conversation with one person that you just don't want to be in? So do you get yourself out of that quickly, or do you stay and just kind of work your way and you start to feel moody sometimes or even exhausted. So yes or no to that one. Number six, I am able to say no without giving an explanation. Who can say that they can do that easy peasy lemon squeezy? Because I can. I couldn't before. Number seven, I understand that my world functions at its best so long as I'm number one. Number eight, I value my spare time and solo time. Number nine, I have healthy boundaries. Have you guys placed boundaries in your life, whether it's with work, with kids, with partner, with yourself? Do you have your own self boundaries actually? Number 10, I exercise patience, meaning I practice patience. I practice patience by breathing. I practice patience by switching my social media off. Do you practice patience? Number 11, physical activity is a priority in my life. Okay, so yes or no to those questions. Like I said, I'll place this in the mindset section. So if you need to have pen and paper, if you've got it now, you can write yes or no's. Or reflect on it after. Okay. Some of these things, if you answer no to and you feel triggered in any way, if you feel offended, if you feel like it's making you gulp, that's a good sign. Okay. That means there's opportunity for change. So don't feel any way about any of these questions. Just be honest and sincere. Okay. To yourself. Right. So same thing with this, just exercising on a scale to 10, with 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest, with the following, okay? Right, so number 1, I experience self-love. Number 2, I experience self-love consistently. Okay, so two difference there. Do you experience self-love sometimes, once in a blue moon, do it all the time, with consistent? Okay, just be honest with yourself on those two. Number 3, I value myself. How much do you value your being, your human self, your personality, your characteristics, the person who other people see and the person that people don't see? How much do you value that being? Number 4, I prioritize mind, body, spirit most of the time. Okay, so as a collective. Number 5, I don't know how to self-love. Be honest with yourself on this one, okay? Number 6, I think of other people's needs before my own. Big trigger. This is probably most of you. I hope not. Number 7, I understand success starts with me. Okay, so same thing as, the world only happens, only exists, it only thrives you being a priority. So just in other words, you understand that success in your life starts with you. You are the foundation of success. Do you believe in that? Number 8, I prioritize my rest and recovery time. Yeah. Have you ever been in a situation where, for example, a Saturday and Sunday's been really hectic? You've been around family, you've been doing a lot for the kids, and then it comes to Monday and you're back at work, but maybe on a Tuesday you've got a few hours where you've got nothing to do. Do you use those times to rest and recover, or do you use that time to distract yourself? Yeah. Number 9, I get exhausted absorbing other people's energies. Are you an empath? Are you sensitive? Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much does being around people exhaust you, or talking to people? Or maybe you pick up energies that your body doesn't like and it makes you really tired. Yeah. Number 10, I spend a lot of time scrolling through social media. How many people do this, guys? First thing in the morning, bright light on the phone, Instagram. Who's liked my posts? Yeah? Or WhatsApp, who sent me a message overnight? Okay? Be honest with yourself. Number 11, I am verbally grateful for all that I have. Just read that again. I am verbally grateful for all that I have, meaning, do you tell yourself or tell people that you are grateful? Yeah, not do you think of it? Do you verbally say it out loud? Because when you speak, when you talk out loud, vibration is very strong energy, extremely strong energy. So whatever you say, whatever you intend through your words, and if it's said out loud, your vibration for whatever it is that you want is a lot stronger. Hence why there's a lot of talk about self-affirming and speaking those positive affirmations, yeah? And speaking them, your vibration's always going to be a lot higher, a lot stronger. Okay, and lastly, I understand that beliefs can limit my future potential. That's a bit of a tricky one, very challenging and unique to everyone. Yeah, because whatever we believe in already, our religions, our cultures, everything is very special and very unique to our lives and very unique to the world. But sometimes, because you are unique, having the same belief as another million people or whoever it is that is in the family that believes in the same thing can sometimes be limiting exactly what you want in life. Yeah. So just be mindful, think about your beliefs, reflect on them, think about the things that you say all the time, you know, oh, I wouldn't do that because, or I only do this because. Yeah. Why do you do those things? Is it because other people have taught you to do that, have taught you to think that way? Or is it you? Is it really coming from you, your beliefs? Okay, so again, I'll put this in the mindset coaching section and you can do your little ticks. And again, if it triggers you, amazing, because that means opportunity for change. Yeah. Right. So you don't chase joy and happiness outside of you. That is not the aim here, guys. Yeah. We're not here to chase. We're not here to run after the things that we'd want. We're not here to be desperate because all that we're doing is projecting lack. We're projecting low vibration, chasing desperation, no matter how hard life can be in that moment. If you experience lack and fear, you will project that in your life, meaning that your life around you starts to mirror how you are feeling. So have you ever been in a situation where things just feel so out of control and you get scared because you know that if you don't pay that bill, it's going to cause a bailiff to come around your house, that you know that if you don't do such and such forms by a certain date, that, you know, it will have an effect on your mortgage, whatever it is. Do you ever get to that stage and think, why is my life like this? How did I get here? What am I doing wrong? Yeah. Those are all the questions that you need to internalize and look at yourself. What am I projecting in my life to make this chaos happen? Okay. And bearing in mind, sometimes when we do have chaos, it's a good thing. It's us going through change because change is always uncomfortable. It's not easy. Sometimes it's a lesson, sometimes it's just a change, a transition. If you've spent the last 6 months manifesting, and now you're experiencing turbulence in your life. Perfect. It means that change is coming, and whatever that you want is on the way. Yeah. But when it gets tricky, when you really feel lost and you're full of fear and you're low, you're sad, you feel tired, you feel angry, you have to ask yourself, how much of this am I projecting out into the world to make me feel like this and to make my world mirror this? Okay, so you don't chase joy and happiness outside of you. What you do is you build your internal self-love, which over time attracts the same energy outside of you. Okay, this energy arrives in the form of the things that you desire and the experiences you wish to have. So everything that you work and exercise of internally, you will start to mirror on the outside. Yeah, and sometimes, give you a good example, you want a red Mercedes with, I don't know, blacked out windows. And sometimes it will come because you've experienced that manifestation and you feel like you've already had it. The car comes, but it might not be red, or it might not be a Mercedes. It might be a Jaguar. It might be a Range, same color. Okay, so it arrives in the forms of things that you desire, but sometimes it might be a little bit different to what you thought, but it will still have the same high frequency and high vibration. Yeah, so remember, you're not chasing happiness and self-love from outside. You're not going to your partner to make you feel loved. That's not why you should be in relationships. That's not why we build friendships or we build networking with people. We don't go to other people to gain something for ourselves internally. We build it inside of ourselves. We make it stronger to magnetize the same energy outside of us and build. Yeah. Two people with high energy is more explosive than one person that's literally zapping all the energy and self-love out of another. Okay. So self-love mindset, guys, is what I want you guys to get onto. Just going to bring you back here to the screen. Yeah. Where are we with time? Okay. Right. So have a little think about everything that I've mentioned today and reflect on yourself, reflect on your behaviors, reflect on how you think. Everything will start building and forming that solid foundation. So then when you are trading, you have a better way of supporting yourself, a better way of managing your mindset when things go left. And you have a lot more motivation because you're feeling a lot better inside of yourself. You're more vibrant, you're more joyful. And as some of you guys may know or may have experienced already, is that whatever we learn within trading reflects on the outside in our personal life. And that's what is so incredible about this journey, is that it's so rare to find a job that has such a high quality self-investment as well as a skill set investment. It's very, very rare to this point. And we know that because it's very rare that we get into a job that we love and experience all this crazy emotions and trying to understand why am I tempted? Why am I feeling like I'm chasing money? Why am I getting so low about losing the money that I've had in my account? You know, all of those chaotic emotions and feelings, they're all part of this journey that's going to solidify you as a better trader and as someone who carries that self-love. Yeah. So they play massively hand in hand. Yeah. So please, please, please do not ignore the mindset section. If anything, give yourself every week at least 15 minutes, 20 minutes just to learn something new about yourself. Learn something new about how you can project better self-love from inside to the outside. So your world starts to change and your world starts to function as you require it to. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining, and this will be recorded, so you can always revisit, and I'll put it in the group chat as well. Okay. And have a lovely evening. I will be here until 9 p.m. So if you have any questions, you're welcome, Catherine. If you have any questions, just pop that in the group chat so then I can have a little Q&A with you guys for now, okay? And you're welcome, ladies. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And remember to stay away from the charts if they're choppy, 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 okay? All right. Take care, ladies.
Thank you.
Bye. See you.